Hi everybody, Gabrielle here. I am back. So this is the Divine Masculines portion for the effect of the 1111 portal. The Divine Feminines video is a little long, and whatever, my camera don't like to record more than 64 minutes. That's for some reason, for some time. Unless I go live. And I love doing live. I do, but I get jammed with a lot of energy sometimes. So, we'll see. Sometimes just to get the message out, you gotta do these, the little recorded Johns. You're like, okay, let's just push through. Anyway, so Divine Masculine, when I was shuffling your cards, you was focused. The cards is flipped, right? Because I'm using a vice versa deck. And so when I put them down, they kind of go the opposite direction, right? And so when I was shuffling the cards, it looked as though you had your focus, like, dead on Divine Feminine. And by the looks of this, you still do. Because the energy is the Five of Pentacles and the Emperor. There you are, right? We have the Tower. We have the Nine of Wands, the Hangman, the King of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Death card, the Temperance card, and the Three of Pentacles, right? The bottom of the deck is the Empress herself, right? And her back is turned. Like I said, you was focused on her. I feel like this portal was a doozy for you too. I feel like you might even got a headache. Like your head, like it's pounding. I feel like you got so much information yesterday, your head started swimming. Like you needed a pause. You legit needed a pause. Wow. I feel like what happened for you, Divine Masculine. I got my jacket on. Hold on. Excuse me. Yeah, I know what that is. That Five of Pentacles feels a lot like the Hermit, right? Inside the church. He inside. He not that. And I'm outside, right? Inside the church. He don't look poor, right? Like you see on the other side of the Five of Pentacles. This is not poverty. This is like, that feels like guilt. That's that spiritual shit right there. I feel like somebody realizes they might have fucked up their destiny. Psst. 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 Divine Masculine. Let me tell you something. Psst. You can't. And when I said that, 333 was on the clock. So, you can't. You can delay it, Hangman. You can. But what's divinely meant for you, bruh, is yours. That's the whole point of the Tree of Life diagram right there. You being on the inside, right? But it's like, you got to get through this little self-pity bullshit. Because that's what that feels like to me. For some of you, Divine Masculine, you realized you literally invested in the wrong fucking relationship. The effect of that portal of you having your mother-son date day, you hanging out with your divine mama, she sat you down, son. She did. She sat you down. And she opened up the book on you. I'm surprised the High Priestess ain't out here. But like I said, I got the Hermit. Hermit is a seeker of wisdom, of knowledge, right? So she opened them books on you and gave you this download. She did. She broke it down for you. This left you in a state of, what have I done? What have I done? Oh Lord, what have I done? My stubbornness, my ego, you see the sun peeking out, my need to control, me restraining what I say, how I say it, me leading with all of this passion, masking, see all the gray, see the neutrality, see the cosmic infiniteness behind him. He really is the true masculine archetype, right? But instead of this displaying that, again with the sun energy, decided to use it solely for personal gain. I never noticed his crown. I noticed the crown, right? Let me see. But there's the male symbol on top of the crown, right? Can y'all, is it focused? There. See the reverse imaging? As above, so below. This divine masculine was dibbling and dabbling and manipulating energies for his own personal gain. Now, I believe he knew it, but I don't think he got it on what level that he was being manipulative until yesterday. Until the divine feminine herself, our holy mother, sat that ass down and laid it all out for him. Sure did. Sure did. And it's so funny, right? Because I'm looking at the divine masculine here, right? And see how he on his throne, but you see the fucking cave? You see the exit to the cave right there? Right? You see that? Mm-hmm. But it's like cosmic exit. The great cosmic abyss. Right. Because this person chose this facade, this reality, right? The reality they created, the changing in the order of the tree, of the flow of energy. You change the directional flow of the energy by these actions, by using this energy, this power that you've been given in the adverse. You've been using things for your own gain. And I think the only the death card is out here, and so is the tower. But I feel like because I don't see like cosmic retribution down this bitch. I don't. I feel like you just didn't know no fucking better. Like, ugh. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Because I do. I feel like you ain't know no fucking better. And that's terrible. Because that's the emperor out this bitch. Yo, you evil as shit. His eyes look black. Yo. This fucking emperor look evil. Hold up, nigga. Oh, I'm sorry. My mom said I can't say that. I thought it was funny. I was like, Mom, yes, I can. But I respect her lookout. I do. I do. You know, there's a King of Swords again. Get the fuck out of here. Yo. This King of Swords, boy. It's transformation of transformations. Alright. I said he looked evil, Divine Masculine. Nigga, what's going on with you? Why you look evil? Mask off. Fucking mask off. Mask off. Fucking mask off. Maybe that's the mask that came off. Maybe this late placid motherfucker right here. Oh, I'm plain Jane. Looking motherfucker, right? Really underneath of it, right? He's scorned and he bitter. Maybe that's some of what he got, cause that shit look evil. I promise you, that shit look evil. That emperor did not look like he was in high spirits, and this is what came out after that. Page of Wands, Queen of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Check this out. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Pentacles. It's like, damn. I can't tell if he mad at himself. But really look like he mad at this queen. It do. It like he mad at his this Queen of Swords right here. This heartbreak. Like But I feel like now Divine Masculine understands it. Understands what needs to happen, this healing. Yeah, that Emperor is still hurt. I mean, very fucking hurt. Very, 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 very hurt. Look, it looked like he trying to sneak up on this Queen of Swords with some dick. Let's see. Queen. Oh, the cards fucking fell. I just don't trust this. I don't. I really don't. I don't like the feel. I told you. This nigga look evil. His eyes don't look quite so black right now, but that was wild. Like, what's going on with this King of Swords? What is he trying to do to the Queen of Swords? What doesn't she know? What is this? Holy Spirit, please, if you will. So, what's unknown, right? Three of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Magician, Five of Pentacles. You trying to build something. Potentially in a new direction, a new path. Could be with an earth sign. I feel like this person's trying to fuck up your life. Or you're trying to fuck up their life. One or the other. Trying to create discord. Because see, look at the Five of Pentacles. Like, this person, Divine Masculine, I hope this ain't you. I really hope this ain't you. This feel like you, though. It do. It feel like you a bitter motherfucker and you trying to fuck up this Queen of Swords. It really feels like you trying to plot against this person. She see it though. It's only a matter of time, bro. You about to get some karmic scales. That nigga coming for you. He coming for you. The wheel gonna spin. You ain't gonna like this with your bitter ass. So what if you came to this conclusion? Y'all say, I'm sorry, I don't like this. That's fucked up. That really is. I don't like that. You better watch your ass, Divine Feminine. You better watch your ass. This boy is angry. He is angry. He's angry. Yeah, he is. I feel like this tower is here, right? Whew. I feel like the Divine Masculines might have got a download about your success, your impending success, Divine Feminine. And you not making no moves. No, you're not. You're not investing any emotions. See, the tower is set here, and the chariot is broke beneath them, but they're swimming. Swimming. She ain't looking at him. He going that way. That's guilt. That's shame. That's embarrassment. And she over here. This might as well be like the Lover's card, right? Look, she looking up at the Divine, like, can I get some, which way do I go? Which way do I go? And this is the Divine Tower. Do you see the cross, the burning cross right there? This shit ain't moving because God said so. Divine Masculine, I think you might have got that information yesterday too. Somebody's a fake, a perpetrator, a front. An empty fucking vessel. An agent. Look, that shit look worse than a Jenga tower. That look like one of them Disney facades, or you go to Universal Studios or Six Flags or some shit, or one of the casinos, and you see it look like something, or one of them sound stage sets. It ain't nothing behind that door. It's just a stage, a curtain. It's a joke. Wasn't nothing there. This Divine Masculine, I'm telling you, he's angry. He's showing up, ready to fight. It's a pugilist. It's a boxer. You could be dealing with somebody who Anyway. Yeah. This person's ego is bruised. This oh my gosh. Sometimes the portals can motivate people in one way and motivate others. But I feel like the Holy Mother, this is because she talked to him. This is someone who does not like taking no for an answer. But, you know, I feel like this Divine Masculine at one point in time tried to block somebody's shine. You know, it's funny. I was just getting ready to say something different, but because I can't dismiss who our heavenly family says are divine counterparts and this and that. That ain't for me to decide. But everybody get used, you know. Even, who was it? Judas, didn't he betray Christ? That was one of his homies, right? No less a divine being, right? He had a divine purpose, did he not? Even being a sellout, did he not? Yep. Just saying. Just because I don't feel like this person, in my own opinion, isn't vibrating high enough. Who am I to say? I don't look through true divine eyes. I have human flesh wrapped around my spirit. You know what I mean? So I look at things the way I do. I'm ever evolving, but this is wild. They get it. It's like this divine masculine got the information on why things broke apart, why it fell through. But instead of it, and it's like, it's going to humble them, and it is humbling them. It's just like this tower is falling right now for the divine masculines collectively. It's happening right now. This is such a lesson for them. And this is affecting their money. I do want you to know that. Divine Feminists, I know your ass is going to watch this video. Divine Masculines, you know this has affected your money. It has. But really, what you see as a negative really will work out as a positive. You needed to restructure your life, apparently. You did. There's no getting around that shit. You wasn't living in your truth. In no way, shape, or form. I guess the reason why judgment isn't out here so harshly, like, and the judgment card itself is not here, is because I believe you were just misled. You a grown-ass man. You are. But even though Christ knew Peter was going to deny him, right? I don't want to dismiss. The Bible say that Christ said to Peter that I'm going to build my church upon you, right? Type shit. I think I'm remembering that right. And sure enough, even though Peter denied Christ, a church did spring up. Literally, a church did spring up over his site where he was buried. But, you know, the Catholics like to believe that it was the founding of the Catholic Church that Christ was talking about, and to a degree it could have been. You know, Christians and people of the like who want to follow the ways and teachings. But, you know, people, I got to read it in Hebrew or Coptic Greek before I really say that's the true translation. You know, it's one of those things. I believe in study, in deep study. If you read shit translated from the original Hebrew, the Bible is a harsh thing. It is not fairy gumdrops and puppy dog. It is not for the faint of heart. No. Adding prepositions and articles and predicates and all of that shit really does change a lot of the context. It's really black and white. It's real matter of fact like. Just saying. Just saying. Rules are rules, and the rules are written very, very matter of fact like. And life lessons that are placed in there to teach you, those are a little bit more, I don't want to say poetic, but more like a classically trained bard type shit. Anyway. Damn. I think some of what happened yesterday, Divine Masculine, I don't want to say the Divine Feminine rejected you, because I'm not talking about your counterpart. I am talking about your mother. For some of you, the Divine Feminine, her back is turned to you. The knowledge. See how she looks over at that tree? It's so crazy, right? Because I was telling someone yesterday, about this great illustrated Bible I had when I was a kid. Like, it was fantastically illustrated, like a graphic novel. And it did its job. Like, it was very, very vivid. And I remember the story from the Garden of Eden, and the tree, it had a face. It had a face, and it was uber fucking creepy. And I'm looking at this tree, and for the first time, right, I see like a tiki face, right? It's funny. Little tiki face back there, right? Eyebrow. Divine feminine. It's like talking to the tree, right? Tree of good and evil. Tree of knowledge, right? Sitting there, and it's like, he knows. He knows. He knows the same as I. He knows. He knows. This is the conversation between the energy of the divine feminine and the tree of good and evil. Tree of knowledge. You now know what you did was wrong. And maybe you've always known for some. And this is why she sits there speaking to the tree. Because you use this energy, look, for your own purposes. Look. Look at you there, divine masculine. Playing the magician. Manipulating the wheel. I told you that wheel's spinning for you. I meant that shit. He knows. You know what seeds you planted. You knew nothing good would come of it. You planted seeds in a fucking graveyard. What fruit could you possibly get? Now, the irony of that remark, right? The irony of that remark is that the graveyard is probably some of the most fertile fucking soil that you'll find. Not kidding. Not kidding. Worms, flowers. Anyway, I know how it sounds, but it's true. The whole world is a fucking graveyard. It really is. People have dropped dead everywhere on planet Earth. Think about that. This planet's been here a long time. Everywhere. Right. From dust to dust, remember? From earth you came, from earth you will return. The whole world's a fucking graveyard. Right. Think about that. Now think about that. All the toxins and poisons and bullshit you put in your body, right? And then we interm you and put you back in Gaia, and you're polluting her. Not just with embalming fluids, but with the yuck. That's why, in some instances, bodies should just be fucking burned. Instead of just, placed back in the most sacred entity that we live here. She is sacred. Just saying, divine masculine. I don't know who needed to hear that. Someone told the crudest joke yesterday, but the shit was funny. It really was. It really, really was. It was a stab at homophobic people. It really was. That, especially for the men, homophobic men in particular, it went something to the effect that the irony of every homophobic man in death is that they all die with a screw up their ass. Apparently so, all the contents of the body don't just pour out. So, yeah, I know. I cliff noted it because it was really crass. And I just was like, but it warranted repeating because it's true. What you hate most will end up with you. Just saying. But you sowed seeds in soil that you knew it would be very, very hard to sustain any sort of growth and abundance and just fruit. And it's like, there's just this overwhelming comprehension now. You played with things you should not have. Wow, Divine Masculine. You did. You really fucking did. Wow. And now you're angry because now your mask is off. And now you're forced by holy decree to sit in it. Literally, to sit in it. You literally are left to tread water. Oh my God. For some of you, you've been cut off. But you know why? Look, I told you. This isn't the physical divine feminine. It's not. This is higher energy. You have been barred from returning. Look at the cave. Look. You left. You got off the train. And now there's a gate. There's a gate. And now you're having to wait. You're being left in suspension for a while. Seriously. This is a cosmic timeout. Holy shit. It's a cosmic timeout you've been placed on. Like I said, what's divinely meant for you will be yours. Like I said, I don't believe in missed opportunities, and neither does the universe, because time runs in cyclical loops. Once you get the lesson, you can progress. But I feel like there's still something you're missing, and so now your path is being blocked by you. But you know it now. King of Swords. Now is not the time for communication. It's not. This is not the time to talk. Holy shit. You have to go through this transformation now. Like now. Now. There's a time for action. There's a call for action. See? That fucking tree. The Emperor holds the ultimate wand in his hand. The Ankh, right? I told you she sits there. The destruction of that tree is coming. It's like the divine feminine is sitting there having a conversation with this tree saying, it's time for you to go. The power... The power within this tree is too much. trying to figure stuff out. My bad. And the Divine Masculine's trying to prevent this tree from being completely destroyed. It's like they want to prove now that they are worthy of this power, of this knowledge. This union's in the middle of being smited. And I hate to say that, but you do see this, right? You see the lightning, right? You see the lightning, right? This tower is this tree. But see here? See the down here, the new growth? It's the same as this here. But that mask has to come off. You are a person of action. You are capable. You are, you know, like there's some. Fuck, do you have self-esteem issues, Emperor? Divine Masculines. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the result of this portal maybe is a reinvigoration of your own personal power and self-esteem. Because I'm like, what the fuck is this? But some got some problems. It's you got a Divine Masculine who is a King of Swords. Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Just saying. This person is in the middle of coming through this. Transitioning from this despicable human being. This manipulative, narcissistic, whatever. I'm just calling as the energy I feel. I feel like yesterday was a day of reckoning. It was a day when the Divine Masculine expected a hug. And all he got was chastisement. It's like he went home, right? Expecting his mom to have sympathy. And that is not what he got. He went home on some, it ain't my fault. Did I do that? And his mom went, yeah, it is, son. It is your fault. It is your fault. Because you chose a front. You chose to not give it your best. You chose a form of theatrical satire. You chose to play the fool. Looking at the hanged man, right? And him hanging up upside down. And then looking at the Emperor, it's like, I get that fool energy. Even though the fool, the gesture is usually incredibly wise. Not revealing that wisdom at the appropriate time can make you really look foolish. The gesture has the ear of the king. The fool is closer to anyone in the kingdom to the king other than the queen. You didn't reveal yourself, Divine Masculine, to be the consigliere that you should have been. You showed up full of fire and passion and piss water. And you are not being permitted entry back into the divine cave. I'm looking here, right? And yes, I said this looks like the divine feminine, like the holy mother. Like, nope, nope, nope. You can't run and hide this time. Nope, no returning to the cave for you. You're going to sit here and you're going to deal with this. You really are. You're going to deal with this. You're going to take real action. You're not going to hide any longer behind your wounds. You no longer can play dumb. With the head bandage like that, you can't hear, right? Hard to really speak when you can't hear. Just saying, can't play dumb no more. You know. Like, you fucking know. That's why I said this tree. It's like the tree of good and evil. The tree of knowledge. Like, you fucking know, dude. Like, you know. You ain't never getting this pussy again. I'll tell you that shit right there. Look at the opening. Come on now. Like a woman's legs up there. Like, man, whatever. I hate to say never, but the way you're behaving and going about it, nah. So I said, you know. And you trying to prevent this pure destruction. You trying to, like, take action now. You trying to run in now to your soulmate. You like, wait. He trotting in and shit. Look, navigating some real precarious terrain. All because now your fucking feelings have surfaced. The crab's sitting on top of a rock. Them deep feelings have finally come to the surface. Told you I was getting that hermit energy, right? With the cave, here with the Five of Pentacles, with the lantern and all that in the cave. Look, the hermit follows the star, right? So, look, there's the knight looking, see the star of the constellation? See, like a rocket to me, 1, 2, anyway. Now, feelings have resurfaced, and I mean some deep shit. And then look, I ain't even see that star over there in the distance. Look, following the fucking star. Finally ready. That's a hell of a transformation. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Look how that knight is marching straight on. Straight on. He's like, for love, I will trample over anything at this point. Wow. Divine Masculine, wow. At this point, looking that shit dead on. Look at this. Finally using the God-giving alchemy within for the highest and greatest good. Ready now to balance themselves. No longer entertaining earthly bullshit. Now finally embarking on the spiritual purification that's going to transmute their own personal power. I told you this is a spiritual timeout they've been placed in through this portal. Like, told you somebody was getting God smacked. Shit, it's finally happened, huh? Okay. And it's like, through this process of true alchemy, this is true fucking alchemy. Yes, Yes, Lord. Yes, Jesus. True alchemy. The highest vibration. See? Low vibration alchemy. See them motherfuckers right there? See the colors? Got the red and white. See the fire ignited? Ace of Wands. That's what happens when you intercept shit, right? You gotta power up too. Divine Masculine was not neglected in the portal. It's just how he receives his abundance, or they receive their abundance. It's very, very different. They still had miles to go. But apparently, this has allowed them, I don't want to say to leapfrog, because that's not what I get. I feel like they're in agony right now. I do. But I feel like they're coming through that agony, and they're no longer worried about the physical union with the divine feminine. They are now worried about the spiritual union with the divine feminine. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Because they know now that there cannot be anything to build upon, right? If this isn't right. If your connection to the divine is not harmonious, is not in balance. Somebody acted dumb. Somebody really tried to put on like they ain't know about the soulmates, they ain't know about the journey. Somebody, oh my God. Oh my God, my head is like, I feel like I got the headache right now. Leave me alone. Oh my God, they're like, whoo. Yeah, they coming. Wow. After they get through this timeout. It's so funny, right? Because look, Divine Feminine, I told you she talking to that tree. She sees shit real different. It's real different. Perspective is high, high. High, high. Talking to that tree like you got to go. That's too much power. You got to go, right? Look, here's the commonality, right? They both have skulls. Look at this shit. See the skull here? See the skull here? I told you there's no more fertile soil than that of a graveyard, right? Divine Masculine figured some shit out. Didn't you now? So as she's calling for destruction of that tree, right? Divine Masculine says, hold up, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I can do something about this. It's like the 11th hour, right? And even though lightning does strike this tree, right? You see this. You see this fucking tree here in the Seven of Pentacles, right? It's burnt out. Can't you just... Don't it look like a California forest fire? Don't it look like the forest ranger looking around the burnt aftermath, looking at the grass and shit grow back for the first time and shit? Like, oh, there's the first pine. Oh, there's the first baby redwood and all of that shit. Whatever burns over there. I don't know. I hope nothing burns, but I know it does. I'm not familiar with the terrain 100%. I know it's a very diverse state. You can get desert, mountains, temperate rainforest or some shit. I don't fucking know. It's like beautiful and diverse. Anyway. Yeah. Divine Masculine, like, wait. There's still life in it yet. It's like that scene from Interview with the Vampire when he's fucking around with the corpse when Lestat picks up the scullery maid or the prostitute, I don't fucking know, and he goes, there's still life in the old lady yet. It's some creepy shit. It's one of my favorite movies, so I can't even front. I love the books. I read them like a lot when I was a child, and I do mean a child. Anyway, Yeah. He's like, nah, I know it wasn't all in vain. I know it wasn't all in vain. That's what the Seven of Pentacles is giving me for the Divine Masculine here. The portal is like, it's whooping their ass. But like I said, it's a spiritual timeout. And it's like, until, see, you got one half of the alchemy here. The process isn't complete. It's not complete. That's why it's a delay. You ain't missed the opportunity. It's just not complete. You got to get this lesson from your heavenly mama first. Then the other half can come in to the equation. Okay? It's almost time. It's almost time. You're following the guidance. You really are. I feel like this time around, you're working super duper 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 hard because it's like now you know what it is that you want. I don't feel like you heading out for this ninth cup is a mystery at this point at all. I don't. Because temperance is here. And with the silver cup, you know what's missing is the feminine influence in your life, both spiritually, personally, and physically. So you setting out on this journey, again, still getting that hermit energy, you know. You're now just following the divine guidance. You're reading the signs and synchronicities around you now. Now you own that shit. You own it, Captain. Now you're trying to co-create with the universe and starting to manipulate cosmic energies. Trying to bring the will back into balance. Spinning in the right direction for once. Truly healing Divine Masculine. You're not going to be talking right now. You're not. You're really not. This is radio silence time. Now you're getting angelic messages. Divine Masculine. Yes, now your synchronicity is 444. Yeah. You need to heal. You need to balance your elements. Again, you have to restore your kingdom. Because you see all the symbols. Fire, air, earth, water. Here. You have to bring your stability and your foundation back into balance first before you can make your grand debut. Told you there's that star. You follow the star before you return. Or even, yeah, that's your divine counterpart. See the Caduceus? That's no ordinary soulmate in this deck. So, before you do that, you're actually going to do the healing because you want this to be happy and long term. You do. You're willing to take your time. Wow. Alright, Divine Masculine. That was fabulous. I feel like the portal was really good for you. Even though you're in this state of suspended animation currently, I believe it's for your highest and greatest good. But your punishment isn't as harsh, it feels like, in some aspects, for some, as it was for Divine Feminine when she went through this before. But I feel like her lesson was different. This is a deeper dive for her. Yours is very, very, very personal. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed your reading, Divine Masculine. Thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. They are greatly appreciated. Thank you for your private bookings and your donations. They are greatly appreciated. You can find me at intuitivedownloads19@gmail.com or BusyBee Digital on Instagram, or Tell All Your Business Tarot on Instagram. I don't know. I'm working it out. Light and love to y'all. Bye.